What is Stride? If you have ever tried to assess security threats and felt overwhelmed, Stride gives you a structured way to think it through. In the next few minutes, we will break down all 6 threat categories and show you exactly how to apply them. Let us get started. Let us define Stride and understand why Microsoft developed it as a threat classification framework. Stride is an acronym representing 6 distinct categories of security threats. Spoofing threats involve an attacker impersonating a legitimate user, service, or system component to gain unauthorized access or trust. Tampering threats involve modifying data in transit or at rest without authorization, potentially corrupting information or altering system behavior. Repudiation threats arise when actions cannot be traced back to a specific actor, making it impossible to hold anyone accountable for what happened. Information disclosure threats expose confidential data to parties who should not have access, whether through insecure transmission, poor access controls, or logging errors. Denial of service makes a system unavailable to legitimate users by exhausting resources, while elevation of privilege allows an attacker to gain permissions beyond what they should have. 4 foundational security properties that Stride threats violate. Authentication is the defense against spoofing. Strong authentication mechanisms ensure that only legitimate users and systems can gain access. Integrity controls defend against tampering by ensuring data cannot be modified in transit or at rest without detection through checksums, digital signatures, or hashing. Non-repudiation defends against repudiation threats by maintaining audit logs, digital signatures, and timestamped records that prove who did what and when. Authorization controls defend against elevation of privilege by enforcing the principle of least privilege, ensuring users can only access what they genuinely need. Now let us see how Stride is applied systematically to a real system during threat modeling. Applying Stride follows a methodical process tied to each component of the system diagram. The data flow diagram is the foundation of Stride analysis. It shows exactly how data moves through the system and where the trust boundaries lie. Every process, external entity, data store, and data flow in the diagram is a candidate for Stride analysis. Nothing is excluded. For each element, the team asks whether all 6 Stride threat types apply. This systematic questioning prevents gaps that ad hoc analysis would miss. Each threat is assigned a severity rating, typically using the DREAD model or a simple high-medium-low scale, so the team can prioritize mitigation effort. Mitigations are documented against each threat, creating a traceable record that connects every security control to the specific threat it addresses. Stride analysis flows from system diagramming through threat identification, severity rating, mitigation definition, and validation. The data flow diagram. Let us explore the concrete advantages that Stride brings to security analysis and threat modeling. Stride brings rigor and completeness to security analysis that informal approaches cannot match. Stride gives every member of the team a common vocabulary for discussing threats, eliminating the ambiguity that plagues informal security discussions. Because Stride covers all 6 threat categories for every element, it prevents the gaps that occur when teams focus only on the threats they already know about. Developers, architects, and security engineers all benefit from speaking the same threat language. Stride builds the shared understanding that makes security a team sport. Each Stride category maps directly to well-understood security controls, making it straightforward to move from threat identification to mitigation design. Let us compare an informal security review against a structured Stride analysis. Informal security reviews rely on individual expertise and intuition, which means coverage depends entirely on who is in the room and what threats they happen to think of. Stride analysis applies a consistent framework to every component, ensuring systematic coverage and producing a documented record that the team can build on over time. Let us bring together the core insights from our overview of the Stride framework. If you want to master Stride and apply it to real systems through hands-on exercises, our full Udemy course covers every category in depth with worked examples and practical templates. Enroll today and build your threat modeling expertise. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.